world happened?
This week at Sprout.
Is it still coming through? I have happened there, Double A. Mark, how's it going? Thanks for tuning in from Cincinnati. Yeah, I don't know what happened. Still figuring that out. Everything was there, and then my chat disappeared, and then YouTube was like, "We're gonna refresh." It still showed me live, but it wouldn't let me actually be live. So I don't know what happened there. So hopefully everyone kind of makes their way over here. See, it still shows like the chat's still up and everything else, and it just won't go through for whatever reason. Eric's RC Garage, how's it going? Jelly Bean, how's it going? From Columbus, Ohio, and South Bend, Indiana. Nice. Indy, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, Gary, I'm blaming Facebook too. I don't know what happened. Yeah, sorry, that was I don't know what happened. Everything just went weird. So I think we're back. Okay. Yeah, I think we're back. Should be okay. All right. So now, Angel, how's it going? What's up? G-Speed brother. Woo. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. We're gonna leave that be for right now. Because I don't know what happened. All I know is that's kind of frustrating when that happens. And drinking that made me want to drink some more. What's the green thing in the background? Green thing in the background. Which green thing in the background? The Boom Racing poster? Or I might be colorblind. Jack, how's it going? Teal thing. Oh, that is a little mini space heater. This room is kind of off from the house. Well, Stash the House was an old garage, so it kind of gets a little chilly back here. So, nice little space heater. Thanks for tuning in, Jack. Yeah, I don't know what happened. I'm still trying to figure out what happened. Like, there was a good little bit there, and everything just crashed. It still shows my video is live, and it is not. Chat's still operational. I did post in there to head over for a new window. Mark here. What are the best budget metal wheels that I've run across? I mean, budget wheels. I mean, budget wheels are your Amazon knockoffs. They are, because once you start going up to any of the wheels, Team Grotjack, Vanquish wheels, Super Shafted wheels, Boom Racing wheels, any of the CNC custom machines, all those wheels hit that 100 to 150 price range. So, I mean, budget is low end, and then it is higher grade, nicer wheels. Yeah, it does look like a little old TV, but it actually works really, really good for its size. I'm really impressed. SSD. Oh, there. Yes, Angel. There you go. SSD wheels. Those would be your next one. But again, I mean, generally, your wagon wheels are your more budget wagon wheels. They're like $35 a set. If wagon wheels are your style. Other than that, they do start going up again to those sets. For a set of 4, generally you start getting in that $100 range. So. Okay, that I think should hold up for now. Whew, then get cut up here. Yes, yeah, Shift is releasing those new Maverick wheels. They're coming out pretty good here too. Yeah, nice. Eric's, yeah, SSD wheels are nice. Another thing about the SSD wheels, they do come with the different rings for Proline wheels or Proline tires and other tires, which makes melting and stuff a little bit easier there. Charles here, do the Pro Build wheels have the same offset as the Team Grotjack wheels? At the maximum offset, no, they do not. The Team Grotjack wheels still have a more flush, more in offset. And everything bulge, you're right there at that face for the Team Grotjack wheel, and then the Boom Racing, you're still there. You can get it very close, very, very close with the Boom Racing with the Pro Build wheels, but for that offset there, the Team Grotjack wheel is still the closest there, especially for like portals and Titan getting everything in closer for like a class 1 or something. Yeah, SSDs are solid wheels. I have them on the 6x6. I forgot all about them. Yeah, I mean, you can't go wrong with BP wheels. The Boom Racing wheels are nice, and that customizability features that they have is pretty awesome. Like it solid. Okay, so do you want another string? Hey. Yeah, They're a pretty new release there, Indy. Uh, yeah, wheels came out freaking they look really cool for sure. Uh, Eric Garcia, the brass tooth, the all brass beef tube wheels. Oh yeah. Team Garage Hack has a brass TGH wheel too. But yeah, an all brass wheel that would be puts the weight down low for sure. Charles here. Thank you. I've seen Team Garage Hack wheels, but I was looking at the pro builds. Yeah, sweet. All right, cut up here. Near the channel where my call. I reside in Kansas on a regular, um, but we do travel as much as we can for the most part, really. So Midwest area, we just went to Denver this last week. Had an absolute blast up there. Okay. So, I'm going to move that to I. Okay. Okay, should be good there. Now let's get this servo horn. Mm-hmm. And a short one. Okay, here we go. Woo. Eric's Team KK wheels. Yes, Team KK wheels also look really good. I got lucky, got a set of those. Always wanted to try them, but finally got them through a trade, so they came out really good there. Charles here, out of the box question. Could you run two different enders on the Pro Build wheels so you would have a different look, like a 5-spoke and another? Not sure. If you have long enough screws, potentially, you would have to have some space. Wouldn't be able to like put them, you know. Yeah. I mean, if you got long enough screws to get to the lock ring, yeah, I think you probably could. Locked up also, yes, they also have some good wheels and stuff like that as well. Jason, yeah, the whole event was fun. It was nice just meeting everybody. Finally, all the GSP guys, we had a great time. Super, super fun. Said overall, I was happy with my performance there. I learned a lot. The trucks overall did great. A couple mental errors on myself. The last course, last class 1 course, I wasn't paying attention. I knew exactly 2 gates that I hit that I should have easily missed. And those 2 gates took me from out of the top 5 to 9. So mental errors, but stuff that I can work on, drive, and fix. Anti-foams in stock. They're on the site. You can order them, and then as soon as they're making 300 sets a week, those printers are constantly going. It's just on the list, and you order, it gets you on the list, and as soon as it goes down, you get yours and ship out. Last time I ordered, when they were on that the back order version, it only took about 3 days, 5 days to get mine before they would ship, and then getting them shipped here. So, but yes, they're back. Because I do need to order some dual stage myself for the J Concepts Tusks that I have coming in. So, Red Rooster, Arizona. here. Sorry if I missed. Do you plan to run front and rear steer in your C30? Yes, that is what we're working on right now. We are running. We're working on that. And custom RC Crawl, I do believe you asked about 2.2 wheels, 2.2 tires on the Class 3. Yes, that is the only time you can run 2.2 tires is in Class 3. Missed one up here also. Ed. Actually, I missed a couple up here. Ed, how do I like the Voodoo wheels? So far, a lot. I just got these last week. I've been tracking these down for quite some time. Jack, local here, hooked me up with them, and I finally got them. Super nice with the adjustable offset as well in there. So super happy. They look good. And I said, I've been on the hunt for these. They're back in stock now too. So do that. Also, custom mysteries. Would you get the overdrive gear, overdrive or the hardened gears? Either one. Mine's just the 6% overdrive because of all my reduction on here. So, and this was a pro transmission, so it already had metal and all the nice gears in it as well. Nathan, how much overdrive do I use and do I usually run? For trail trucks, 10 to 12% is generally my max for any trail truck, minus the Phoenix, but it has the option for high and low overdrive for my trucks. My Class 2, I'm setting at 22%. My Class 3 is 30%, Class 2 is 30%. My Class 3 here, if my math, actually, I'm going to have to change a little bit with the VFD. I think I'm about 31% to 33% with the VFD. Now, I'm going to have to do some math to get my final numbers again, but somewhere that 22 to 34-ish, 35-ish range is what I prefer. I said not every build's the same, different areas, different terrain. Overdrive has its pros and cons, and all in the certain areas and stuff like that. Have I seen any of the Pro Crawler? No, none of those are ran here. Our area is dominantly G-Speed and Brazen and BPC. Those are the chassis that are ran here local, and we have a lot of comp guys and a lot of builds here. They do look good. I mean, they've always looked good. Look like a very nice and high quality channel, high quality chassis. Jason, who are sponsors? Yes, I'm a team driver for G-Speed, Three Brothers RC, In the Works RC, and I just last week, I haven't said anything on the pages, but I did just get on the super driver team for Super Shafty for the 2022 season. So I was very excited for that one. That's again super awesome. Super Shafty makes a ton of parts. I've always mentioned them on the channel. I use a lot of their accessory pieces, the gears, the transmissions have always been like top notch and bulletproof. So hopefully, I'm sure they were on the agenda anyway, but we'll most definitely see some Super Shafty AR60s go on the Wraith here before too long. Charles here. For the DX5 Pro, I have my rear steer set here on the dial. I like it a little bit better than the different switches and the modes, and that way I can control the rear axle completely independent. Red Rooster, Arizona, does each class limit the amount of overdrive you can use? No, there is there are no limits to overdrive. You don't want to go too crazy where the rear end is just kind of dragging. Too much overdrive can hinder you greatly in certain areas. Flying RC, how's it going? Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, I kind of had to restart it. We had one going, and YouTube decided they didn't like whatever was going on, so we completely restarted. So hopefully, I think everyone's kind of made their way or found the new one. So yes, that notification thing, I think it notifies you when I go live. So that should work. Jason, Gary, thank you very much. Blank RC, yes, I'm super happy to get on the super shabby. That was awesome opportunity. Knew about it for a little bit before we could say anything public, so it was kind of like yes. So super happy for that one. I'll meet a lot of those guys here soon at Scale Nationals as well. Very much. Customer C, can you run the VFD with SSD Air 44 diamond housings, or how does or how? Yeah, I have an SSD housing right here with the VFD. It's tight. It takes work. And like I said, I drilled my own mounting locations for the VFD. It's not 100% perfect yet. It's enough to at least get it working as best I can. Actually, I need to. And how does Team Driver work for parts? It just depends on the company. Everyone has their own different set of rules, if needed, and stuff like that. So it does vary. I think this is a lower profile pumpkin. So 0 there. Okay, good, good. Oh, that's 2 mil, sweet. That worked. All right. Oh man, let me get caught up here. Sorry. Indy, thank you very much. Much appreciated. Yeah, the social media is a big part of modern team drivers and stuff like that. Charles, AJ, super cool. Super nice guy. Lots of guys on the team that I was do know or were already familiar with. So super cool. Another guy that is in the Midwest that I do go to larger Midwest comps with on a regular basis. So super awesome there. Got it. Nice. Customer C. Carl's have been thinking about applying for a driver for 3 brothers, but haven't decided. Currently, right now, nothing has been made unless he's posted something. But right now, no driver changes have been made for 2022 or announcements yet. Indy, how are you running the center diff with the VFT? Does the drag shaft rub the motor or motor plate? Good question. Oh, missed my mouth. No, we are clear. As clear can get. I mean, I need some light. You can't see, but it does clear. So I worked on this for quite a while last night. Almost got a little frustrated for a little bit, so I said I'm just using just a regular 3-gear skid. I didn't feel like changing the skid or anything out yet. So I centered the VFD, looked to where I think everything would clear, and it did. Oddly enough, that actually worked out really good. And then I marked, drilled my own holes, and right now everything is just bolted. And I need to get some spacers to make it a little bit better. I need to go in here where I did drill through I need to countersink those where I can get those screw heads hidden better. And yeah, I mean, it is close. It is close, but fits. Charles, no, I want to go to the Team K event, and especially since it's the first time in a while, hit his back. Except that is the day of my anniversary, and I have pushed luck quite a bit this year. Wife did travel with us to the Team Garage Hack event, and she hung out. She went, did some errands, ran a little shopping around Denver, and then came out and hung out the rest of the day. It was a 15-hour day. And she is also coming to Scale Nationals. And Scale Nationals the day after her birthday. So, that's how awesome she is. We're skipping birthday plans and all that stuff for Scale Nationals. We'll work on some trim a little bit, and then it'll be good. Oh, goodness. Hold on. Let me clear out some spam here. Okay, there we go. Oh, nice. Oh, wow. The Terra Ascender K5. I mean, that's a unicorn. I haven't seen one of those in quite a while. Yeah, well, kind of what Gary said here. I know a lot of people, and honestly, I've thought about it several times. Is just making social media account, and specifically just for cars, the picture or a nickname, something like that. Just because there is a lot of stuff in there, and a lot of companies that is their number one way of communication, especially if they don't have a website. That's how they do stuff. Speaking of, I think someone mentioned it at the very end of the failed chat, the failed live stream, the new Proline Tacoma body. Yes, $70. The proportions look a little rough, but we're probably gonna have to get it, just because it is naturally a licensed Toyota, so it has to find its way into the collection for obvious reasons. It has to. So, yeah, that body definitely cool. So I think the plan, whenever the new Tacoma body comes out, is take the gatekeeper that I'd stripped down, so it's trailing arms and links and everything on it, put the element transmission back in, power plant, servo. I'll just throw some AR-44s under it, and then put the Tacoma body on there, leave the trailing arms, kind of do maybe some cage work or find a cage, and work it that way. I think it'll come out pretty good there. Indy, I use the 3-gear skid for my V3C2 PFD, Raven Phoenix twin VFD. Do you like said centered up? Yeah. Okay. Yes. I see what you said there. Sweet. Trust, where'd you find your wife to shift? She's one of a kind, and she is amazing. Get her with the perks being team driver. It's just, different things with different companies for the most part. But honestly, it's just, sharing and, helping support most of these companies. These are small family-owned businesses, so any bit of support, stuff like that, helping them out, showing questions like that, helps them out, helps all of them out, and especially as crazy fast as this hobby and competitive as this hobby is getting lately, it's just more and more stuff like that. So, I mean, like I said, I've done G-Speed was my first driver spot, and I'd already started building G-Speeds, and I had built 5 or 6 of them. So it's like I already have a lot of that stuff, or I've already built a lot of those trucks. So, showing that I know how they go together, supportive on the social media platforms for new people, stuff like that. Don't be a dickhead, or bash other companies. Like that's one thing. I never really, I don't and won't bash other companies. Everyone, all these are small businesses, and everyone, there's a ton of great stuff out there for our little hobby. It's amazing. Cool thing about this room being kind of chilly out there. Jason, yes, that too. Yes, certain ones that there is there is that side of it as well. Ken, you are happy I made my own cage chassis? No, I have not. I am not the fabricating part of this is not my strong point. I can make do. Certain things can come out pretty good. I can make do with what I have. But as far as the actual fabrication process and stuff, that is not my strong suit. Ooh. Yeah, we do have Theron earlier did print the Element IFS correction kit from Night Customs, so should be seeing that here in the next day or two as soon as I get it back up and running. Actually, that's why it's all tore apart, as I have to disassemble quite a bit of the front end. And I'm gonna start a little bit, instead of doing like complete videos, maybe just little videos here and there, just what I'm working on, because I do want to get the IFS, the correction kit on. The Wraith is also going 4-wheel steer. Doing a little work on this, maybe update kind of as I'm going without doing complete videos and stuff like that. So hopefully that idea and plan comes out better than in my head. So Customer C Crow's been thinking about trying out Brazen chassis, solid chassis, and group of guys too. Everyone there that I've always talked to, other Brazen drivers, they've always been super nice, super helpful. So that's just another part of the hobby. Even though we're drivers and we do drive and compete against other, competitors, other not rival, but other chassis companies, we all still help each other out, and we all always manage to have a great time. So can't really go wrong there. They're solid too. Fred, how's it going? Thanks for checking in. Josh, this guy's team driver, so everything he says, no, not really. I'm just here. I have a financial hobby, and I just happened to start hitting record one day. So, what do you guys think about the Sherpa chassis? This Sherpa chassis, solid, great chassis. Team Broadshot guys, super awesome. Actually, got this at their event. Got some wheels from them, chassis, and another V3 as well. So I'm going to put that together for someone here. But solid chassis. Obviously it has different shock mounting locations, and it is a 7-degree angled skid versus a 6-degree that is on the V3s that I use. So the angled skid, it's up to you on what you prefer. As far as some people do like way more angles, some people don't like the angled skid. So personal preference, I kind of want to say there, because I've seen flat skids do things that angled skids struggle at, and vice versa. So solid chassis though, really good. And again, the Team Garage Hack guys are just awesome all the way around. Oh, Raymond, have a good one. Customer C crawler 80 or 90 millimeter on a straight axle. For straight axles, I recommend I prefer the 5 to 90 millimeter. So that's me. That's what I like. Portals, I usually 80 millimeter, and then straight axle, I run about an 84 to 85 mil. Josh, yeah, no problem. Thanks for checking in, tuning in. Okay, so I'm going to mess with all that later. So yeah, definitely need to clean up wiring on there, do a little more work here on the links with this 3D mount. See how it holds up this weekend. I think there's some, Punk's Custom 3D makes you have to message him. I think he does have a circle and axle mount for the Air 45 portal, and I am in need of that. This will work for now, so I can at least get out, do some testing, do some runs, see how everything works out, and then making some more scale points. We're going to do some inner fenders and an interior on there. So I actually think I got a lot of wires cleaned up. I can bolt an interior to the top of the VFD, set my seats right about there, maybe. Charles, what housing do you use with the Capra and Air 45s? For right now, actually, my Capras and Air 45s that I've used have just been stock housings. The Air 45 portals, I think I was getting ready to order some Vanquish ones, and then I changed my mind. So right now they're actually still stock plastic housing. So hopefully nothing bad happens because they're a little brutal, but they can be fragile. But the super shafty ones, yes, those are awesome. I've always wanted a set of the super shafty Capra axles. Personally, even before, definitely have to do some body trimming. So my VFDs, that's there. Yeah, I can make that interior work in there fairly well. We use that to trace out some inner fenders. Oh my goodness. Those will rub all over the place. I need to do a test fitment real quick. Super Chevy. Yeah, I think you're right. I think those do have the best turning radius, Charles. I think you're correct. I said, yeah. Honestly, though, but I have not messed outside of the plastic housings. Honestly, probably should have by now. You know, a little trimming. Those might just work. Oh my goodness, that is massive. So, class 3 on 1.9 Voodoo KLRs with cut shut 2.2 Hyraxes. No, that's, I mean, obviously some body trimming, but those are not bad at all. Cut a little bit there. One thing with the steering is so insane on the front with the SSD that I do hit the frame. I think we're gonna have to try that. We're gonna go class 3. Guess we might as well go class 3. Okay. That did not work the way I wanted it to. Honestly, everything clears a lot better with the 2.2s than I thought it was going to. Do hit the front, but overall, still having 2.2s. Still sets fairly low right there. So we're gonna have to try that out this weekend. How can I stop my front from binding with AR-45 V3? Binding, where's it binding when it's flexing, or is it binding somewhere else? I mean, there's not much wiggle room with the 80mm shock, but it works really well. Eric's RC. We'll be building a B3 Axio 6x6 in the near future. Love my G-Speed stuff. Yes, 6x6 hasn't been out in a while, but it is a blast. Eric here, oil shock. Weight on this one is 50 weight, front and rear, for the shock oil. Yes, this should be 12.5 as well. I can turn that off. I am right 12.7. About that 12 3/4 range. Yeah, they're massive, for sure. But the 2.2 helps the little table side stand there. Lord, yes, they are huge. They're on yours did too. Yeah, I mean, AR-44s were a little bit wider, like capper width, they would be perfect. I want a capper width straight axle so bad. That would be my most favorite thing in the world. Ivan, how's it going? Thanks for tuning in. I'm flexing. So yeah, also part of that's going to be links too. Make sure all the links, everything there are good. Make sure everything, does travel up and down smooth like it should. But I mean, flex isn't whole with the 2.2s. It looks massive, but not a whole lot there. My general is about tire width, or tire height is the most I generally want to see. Customer RC, there you go. Indy's got one for you to check there. Check the drive shafts, make sure they are in fact not binding and holding you up. So that thing is huge, but overall, honestly, I'm pretty happy with it. I think the Class 3 truck gears came out pretty good, so we'll run these. Oh my goodness, wires, rat's nest here. Yes, Blake as well. Panhard. So yeah, with your suspension, yeah, check your links, Panhard, drive shafts. Look at everything just to make sure everything does move freely. Goodness gracious. This may be a bit excessive, and I like everything about it. So ties for the win. More zip ties somewhere. Ha. I have it. Will increase caster help with the turning radius? Oh, alignment stuff. I do this every day on real cars, and then when it comes to little cars, I completely blank out. So I run. So yes, I am more positive caster. Camber also helps greatly, and if not more. Or sorry, not camber. Caster, yes. Positive caster does help more with everything set. I can grab a wrench and adjust and put everything where it's supposed to be until it comes to little cars. And then I just like everything for the most part transitions over. And I know a lot of it does, especially the geometry and specs transfer over. And then I'm just like, I forget everything. Right, that is right. Positive. No, negative caster. Charles, how's it going? Well, have a good one. Thanks for tuning in and hanging out. Oh goodness. Gary here. I love the long wheelbase. I run 13-inch wheelbase. I just have to get used to those breakovers. Yes. Yeah, that is one thing I thought about moving this one out a little bit more, but at the same time, since I do run it with 1.9s, probably more than anything, I think I'm gonna leave it here and hope it's okay. That's not because right now there's no drive shafts and I'm waiting for my VFD to get here. It's hitting the chassis opposite hand hard. Yeah, I might have to see a video. I mean, there would still be the links in the panhard. So is it just like sticking? Is it like not moving free, or is when it's sitting down like it leans on one side? That's going to be on links too. Team Garage Extra, yes. Yeah, there you go. yeah, I guess I'd have to see. So is it just like stuck, like not moving? Huh, there we go. Let's just tighten this all up as best I can for right now. Then we'll put some wire cutters in later. Okay, should be okay there for now. Jeremy, how's it going here? Uh, use a flat rail. So I don't know where to begin. Well, I mean, I do have a couple of videos on where to start, but I guess um, are you building from the ground up, or do you have a specific donor truck that you're looking to um, try and work with? That would be first there, I guess, is to see um, kind of where you what do you have to work with? Are you ground up or donor truck? Yes, like Indy said here, G-Speed V3. That is what I build and use personally. But again, there are lots of options and stuff out there. So I have a phone somewhere, but I don't know where it went. So we are going. There's the tree. We are going to grab a piece of clear Lexine and a V3. And we are going to make some inner fenders. So one inner fender done. Nice. Yeah, you guys got this at this point. But so, like I was mentioning earlier with the V3, one reason for going rear steer is one, rear steer is more effective. It is a better performance overall than dig in class like that. But also, where the truck is at, I can get 50 points out of it, but it's a little heavier getting the 50 points. I would have to do a little bit of drivers and stuff in there. I didn't want to do that, so I'm just trying to figure out some points. So I would put the VFD in there. Because with the VFD, that gains me now transfer case points, and then worked. It would work with my plan without having to go too crazy there. And also, so other points, I had inner fenders on it previously. I took them off when I swapped the chassis, so I need to remake them here. So I'm taking my chassis. If you can see, I'm Lexan down here. So, and I have a V3 chassis, so I'm just kind of just make some inner fenders as best as I can. And then we will cut them out and stick them to the chassis. So I got two rear fenders here, all done. Then I'm going to work on the front here as well. Okay, Jeremy, I have two rigs, a 10-3 Gladiator and an Element Truggy build, but I don't want to sacrifice either. So what's square one? Taking axles, trans, and a Team Project Sherpa kit. Honestly, that sounds solid. So axles, the Sherpa kit does cater more towards portal builds like the Air 45 or your Capra axles, but it can take a lot of axles. Good old fashioned faithful or Air 44s. Pick up a set of Air 44s in their stock platform. They're like you can get the full sets, like they're $80 an axle, and be done for each one. And then if you want more performance out of those, get the SSD diamond housing and just build your Air 44s into those diamond housings, and then you have top-notch performing axles to start with. High clearance links. So once you have your chassis picked out and your axles and skid plate, you can get some high clearance links made. There's lots of companies out there. In the Works RC is who I use, and Hardcore RC also is a top-notch company out there too. If you have coupons or whatever else, that's a thing too. So two really great companies that do the links. In addition to that, I mean, obviously electronics, that can go anywhere from budget to sky's the limit on there. And then I guess the big thing of that would be transmission. Again, lots of options out there for the transmission, especially with Team Project. They obviously make a lot of them. Ford motor mounts, two lows. T210 is not in production yet. It's coming back. It's still working its way out. So either one of those transmissions would be a solid option, or straight up old school axial 3-gear transmission will work great as well. So I just want to get a roller together, then I try. So yeah, just your roller together. So Capra 10-3 axles. It's both axles are really good. Capras have in their stock platform have that rounded diamond style housing, and they're wider. So if you're looking for an overall just everything truck, Capra axles. 10-3 axles are narrower. Performance wise between the two of them, other than the width, I'm gonna go with they're the same. Other than width, if you want to go wide or narrow, so either one of those axles will be fine. And then links, transmission, and then yeah, later on you can go electronics. And you can start budget, 1080, brush motor, and whatever servo, and at least get you going, and then slowly upgrade or go big as you need to. Eric's RC, want to try some of those bit metal bumpers? Yes, that is what's on the class 1 right there, is a bit metal bumper there. Yeah, VFD trains is another good option there as well. That was what was just in mind that we took off the table. Gary, why does the T210 count as a transfer case point, but a Ford motor mount like the Krupp? It's been explained. I actually read it earlier and I totally spaced, but it is about the way the gears inside are and the power transfer. There are additional gears in a T210 versus a Ford motor mount. It's just simply flipping the motor forward, unless you have a true Ford motor mount, then down to a T case. It is one of the few non-divorced T cases that I believe they do give the points to. VFD is another one like that. So, and it's similar to how the VFD is. The VFD's has gotten transfer case points since it's been out, and the original T210 did as well. Before it was all pretty and metal. The 3D printed T210 also got transfer case points. It's all about the gears inside of the power transfer. Just like I believe I was reading the 10-2 kit transmission does count as a transfer case as well. In the 10-3 straight axles, yeah, also another another deal there for $160, and they come with shocks. The shocks are long, honestly too long, so you can buy the axles and sell the shocks. But even still, $160 for brand new assembled axles is pretty good. You'll have to get some G-Speed 2 body post screws, yes. And then, yeah, the general little things to go with it. Body post mounts, chassis spacers. Depends on if you go with 10-3 axles or capper axles, servo mount or no servo mount. However you want to do that there. And you know, just a couple little things in there, wheels, tires, stuff like that. Lucio, is there a break-in period on the anti-foams? My truck weighs 4.2 pounds, and these single-stage rebounds are bouncy. Well, lightweight rigs. That's another reason I don't like running really lightweight rigs is because I've even had them be bouncy. I've had a about the same, about a 4.2 pound truck, even with other foams. Acted bouncy, but the anti-foam, I could see that being more just by its actual design. None of my trucks are that light. All my trucks, my sweet spot's about 5.5 to 6.2 pounds. That is my sweet spot for the trucks. As far as braking period, now mine, I put my foams in right off the bat, and they were performing great right off the bag. I didn't no break-in period with anti-foams whatsoever on my trucks with the heavier trucks. So lightweight truck, yes, I could probably see more of a break-in period with that. Also, I guess what tires too, or the new tires or anything like that, and venting the tires as well. You can vent with the anti-foams, and you vent just like a normal tire. Thinking of pulling the portals off the Gladiator for the flat rail and then getting straight axle set up to replace it. Good idea. That would work. I mean, you pull your 10.3s off that, put the straight axles under it. So then you have your 10.3 portal axle. So then you'll want dual servo mount from Team Project there. The multi-point Panhard mount from G-Speed will work best there. Custom links. So you want links for 10.3 portal, for Sherpa chassis, and then whatever skid you choose with transmission. So if you pick a too low transmission, you're going to need a links to that too low skid. Almost everything else is going to be like a Vader skid or a standard style flat skid like that. Chassis spacers, shocks, in the works, modified big bores, draft techs. Those are your top shocks right there. You said electronics later. Sliders for the Sherpa. Yeah, I think that's everything. And then actually, that is also, if you are planning on doing the straight axle swap back into the Gladiator, I would definitely get the AR45 axle kit, because it'll come with the shocks that you can put back to the 10.3 and then take the 10.3 shocks off, because they're a little bit shorter. Then you could put those on your build for right now, the temporary. Plus, you'll need those links and stuff like that for the axles. Vader skid has a slightly shorter wheelbase. Yes, that is correct. I know there's little differences with the skid. So with your transmission and your skid, picking your links so everything works right. Like the too low requires longer, 9mm longer links for a too low skid. So, and said if you're already doing that, I mean, transmissions. They have all the several options there for that. That one. RC Hobby Films, how's it going? Thanks for tuning in. Dark Horse, yes, yeah. But Dark Horse said, yeah. Bitter Skid has a slightly shorter wheelbase here. It's a little bit narrower, like almost a mine are 3D printed. So sometimes I have to do a little bit of work because it's not exact on as some of them. Yep. I haven't. I've seen a couple pictures of it. I haven't used it or seen it in person, so I don't have a whole lot to say on it personally. But Eric recommend that one, so he might help you out there. Ooh, Dark Horse, perfect for your skid. Actually, I don't know. Are they back in stock? Dark Horse Garage here. Brazen makes a skid. That is pretty awesome. It has the 3 and 4 hole for your standard S6 style, and then 14 garage jack transmission, and it is pretty sweet. I don't know if it's in stock right now. I think they said they were getting in stock. I haven't looked, but that is a good overall skid, especially when you're just starting building. In case you have picked out a transmission, that will work for just about anything for the transmission you pick. But anyways, I gotta stretch for a little bit. So I think we're going to go ahead and wrap this one up. I got a few things I need to get to, so I'm gonna finish making some inner fenders here. That's how awesome those inner fenders are, and they don't have to be painted. So I could pull this film off and not cover up the green chassis either. So yeah, everything. I mean, lots of stuff has become quite shipping and all that's just not the same anymore. Fortunately, that is it. It's just lots of stuff has changed, so it is hard to get stuff. So is this just pull out? But anyway, everyone, thanks for tuning in on live stream. Go number 2, since the first one was really knocked off. So as always, everyone, have a great one and crawl on until next time.